And so a lot of people are talking about NOFAPing and how beneficial it is for mental clarity, and you can focus on your work and so on. But it is in fact the release of the demons, or Coach Greg, in today's video, should you try NOFAPing? Should you FAP? Should you not FAP? Does it increase your testosterone levels? Does it, in fact, do anything at all? Is there any benefit to doing NOFAPing? Well, Jeff Cavaliere, he recently made a video. It's called Masturbation is Killing Your Gains. And in the video, he says, well, he doesn't know because he's never done that before. So Jeff Cavaliere, apparently he has never released the hounds. He has never let the badness out, so to speak. Well, was he joking? Was he serious? And does it in fact matter? It may sound like a joke, but it's become extremely prevalent on YouTube, the internet, people saying that if you do partake in NOFAPing, that you're going to have increased benefits mentally, physically, and so on. So let's just get right into this video, see what we can learn, and I'll tell you exactly what I think, which is essentially the opposite of what everyone else is saying.
Can I have Jesse back, please?
Oh, you really want Jesse back?
Yes, please.
Okay, did you see his amazing gains recently?
I've seen the gains.
Okay, hasta la vista, baby.
And imagine if it had been Jesse James and not this Jesse alongside ATHLEANX in the video. As you know, Jesse James took part in a NOFAP challenge for 30 days. I don't know where these people come up with these ideas, but for me, why in the world would you want to try this out? This is ridiculous. Half of the point of the people working out is so that they can look better to attract a mate, so that they can do the exact opposite of what they're going to have to do to get the gains in the first place. Seems like an oxymoron, a catch-22 per se. It doesn't make sense to me.
Jeff, you're the master at knowing what's killing our gains.
Just like you.
As you know, Jeff Cavaliere is famous for everything on this planet killing our gains. You've seen the memes, you know this. But is this one of them?
Guys used to be told by their coaches, don't...
And me and Jeff, we're roughly the same age, and we were growing up, we were literally told, don't release anything before the gym because it will increase your aggression. You'll be better athletes if you don't. I was dating a girl at the time. Her roommate, she was so frustrated because her boyfriend was a star on the football team. And guess what? Can't have sex. Can't have sex for a week before any of the games. And I'm thinking, but they play a game every week. So guess what? She can only have sex once a week after the game. That's it. So imagine that you can't have sexy time because your boyfriend thinks that it's going to help him perform better on the football field. It's not true. But people think it is, and they thought it was, but it's not. It's like one of those myths that keeps getting handed down, misinformation. Kind of like calories in, calories out doesn't work, that it must be hormones. You know, one of those stupid myths, like empty stomach cardio is going to make you burn more fat. See where I'm going with this? So there are studies that say, well, when you do NOFAP and you don't release the hounds, your testosterone levels go up. And so because of that, it proves that you're going to build more muscle, because if you have higher testosterone levels, that you'll be able to build more muscle. But guess what?
There's been just as many studies that have shown the direct opposite.
So one study says one thing, the other one says the opposite. And so you just cherry pick the information that you want so that you can present anything to make it look like you're right. And even if you do in fact have oh, there goes Gert. And even if you do in fact have higher oh, I missed the circle.
Diva, you don't look impressed with Gertie at all. Diva, you gonna get her? Tiva's just ready to growl at her.
It doesn't consider the fact, the interplay between hormones in our body that states that when one hormone rises, oftentimes another will rise as well.
So Jeff, he understands that the body, it's constantly trying to maintain homeostasis so that it's always at the same level. So if you have an increase in testosterone levels, your SHBG can increase, which will bind to the testosterone, making it inactive. So the actual testosterone that you're using, if that doesn't rise, then there's no actual increase in performance, there's no change in muscle mass, and so on. So NOFAPing, even if it in fact did increase testosterone, it doesn't show or prove that you're going to build more muscle. All it shows and proved is that you're sitting around with blue balls. And who wants blue balls? I prefer mine to be an off shade of, babe, what color are my balls?
What?
What color are my balls?
Your ball sack?
Yeah.
I've never
Brownie?
seen it inside.
On the outside.
It's I don't know, a little bit darker than your skin.
And who wants blue balls? I prefer a slightly tanned version of the color of my arm skin. Right?
You're not getting any real benefits. I'll point out one thing. If this whole no-fap movement, we live in an internet age, and men and women alike have become much more susceptible.
And so a lot of people are talking about no-fapping and how beneficial it is for mental clarity, and you can focus on your work and so on. But it is in fact the release of the demons, or is it in fact the problem that you get down this rabbit hole, you see one girl show up on your Instagram feed, half naked, saying, I've been deleted. My surprise account, it's deleted. Then you click there and you're like, oh, that's a pretty neat picture. And then you're seeing another picture, another one. Before you know it, you're watching 4 hours of porn. One arm's an inch bigger than the other, of which you have to train for 22 days on Jeff Cavaliere's program to balance out your arm size. Did he in fact make that program because Jeff Cavaliere, he's doing that himself? Well, no, because he says he doesn't partake in that activity. The activity of releasing the demons. Although he does have twins and a wife, he doesn't partake in that activity. Doesn't know what it's like.
I don't know. I've never partaken in this activity. If we've partaken in this activity...
And I do think that he has to be joking that he's never partaken in this activity. And I'm not just saying that. I did some research. I found a Release the Demons study. PsychologyToday.com. How common is masturbation really? 98% of people masturbate and the other 2% are lying. Bet you didn't think I was going to go there with that, now did you? But the reality is not everyone masturbates, and there's a larger percentage of males who do so than females. And the truth is, not everyone can get it up. There's people who suffer from erectile difficulties that it can't be solved by simply giving them Viagra or Cialis. It just can't be solved. Some people feel bad for them. They can't do it literally. But all jokes aside, if you've partaken in this activity, you'll often notice a sense of release or relaxation. I know Allie will come back from the washroom after sexy time and say, oh, he's already asleep. And I have difficulty with sleep. It's not something easy for me in the evening. So if the release of the demons aids in the body's relaxation, if it allows you to get better sleep, will it not enhance recovery and allow you to build more muscle? Not less. So even if NoFap increased testosterone and built more muscle, I would argue, and I am arguing, that the benefits of a good night of sleep outshadow an increase in testosterone. So just because something increases your testosterone levels, which I argue that it doesn't, because it in fact can increase testosterone levels to have stimulation. Having sexy time, I argue, will increase, not decrease testosterone, and depending on the study that you read, you're going to get varying results. So if doing the deed before bed allows you to relax and get a better night of sleep, probably going to help you to build more muscle. The problem is, don't spend 4 hours a day watching pornography. That is the problem. You become desensitized, you'll have one arm an inch bigger than the other, and your bottom private part gonna be sore. It's overtrained. Do not go harder than last time, literally, when doing your solo motions into the bedroom.
That's what a lot of people will say, Jesse will say, you get this feeling of relaxation.
So Jesse, I wish it was Jesse James. Don't you wish it was Jesse James and not partner Jesse with the beard, who he was talking about? Jesse James, he likes the relaxation. He's dating girls on the beach, everything. All his videos, he's got girls everywhere. You seen Jesse's videos lately? He's certainly not taking part, at least I don't believe, in any no-fapping as of late. So it says on the screen, finding this video helpful, and I'm going to say yes, and I'm be one of the 46,000 people who click the like button. So I 100% agree with everything Jeff Cavaliere is saying in this video, including the fact that if you would partake in this activity before bed, it could potentially be increasing your gains. So the video title, Masturbation is Killing Your Gains, ! I feel it's the exact opposite. It could have been retitled, Masturbate before bed to increase your gains. That is my take on it. That is what I believe. Ending it here. GregDoucette.com for coaching. Greg Doucette IP Pro. Please watch one of the bloops, preferably before you fap, so that you actually retain and don't go right to sleep. Don't forget to buy my freaking cookbooks, plural, training books, plural, or coaching plans. And until next time, I am out. Please watch one of the bloops, preferably before fapping, because you want to be in